to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Even world titles. Yeah, for the MLBB community, it's been said.
ကိုအိုက်လို့တဲ့မင်းကိုချစ်တယ်လို့
One of those wild card champion, right? One of those wild card champion, right?
I mean, if we're going on a technicality, but it's Ultra Legends, CFU Gaming, Virtus Pro, Corinthians, Team Liquid, Onic ID, SRG OG Esports, Mythic Seals coming in from Group A, and don't worry about Group B, guys. Don't worry. We'll get to them in just a little bit because they have more of an interesting bracket overall. But first off, we're looking at today's schedule, and I think most people are going to be excited for our lineup.
Yeah, it's a Group A focused day, so all Group A matches. We only have 4. It's a rolling schedule. Liquid versus Ultra Legends. Onic of Indonesia from against CFU Gaming. SRG OG against Virtus Pro will be our 3rd match of the day, and Mythic Seals against Corinthians, the champions of Latin America. Again, we have to remind all of y'all out there, it's a rolling schedule. So the matches that you might want to see a little bit later in the day might start sooner than you expect.
So you got to prepare because some of these games, I feel like even today alone, I kind of talked about this already leading into this was some of these might be pretty one-sided games. Some of them might be dominant, but again, there's what, 6 champions like we mentioned. And I think the biggest thing is if we take what we've seen so far in the past couple weeks with wildcards and then MWI, I think still for us and for our viewers out there, things can still be a little different when we get into MSC 2025. Of course, this meta has been finding its place, but we got to remember, like, these guys playing for MSC 2025 and some of the minds behind them set things up for some very interesting, I think, meta shifts that we might see here.
I mean, that is true, but at the same time, there is the problem of, since there are so many champions out there, and I'm pretty sure the audience is going to be like, wait, that means one of my champions locally could potentially fall. That's why each one of these games are extremely important. It's a double elimination, so losing the first one isn't so bad, but you want to kind of maintain your lives until the very end.
Yeah, Group A, incredibly stacked. Group B, filled with a lot of interesting stories. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the action, the MSC 2025 tickets are still definitely on sale. Just check out the website. You can book your tickets for the Knockout Stage and Grand Finals over at webook.com. And yeah, they're still on sale. Come join us here at the Boulevard. We're here until August 2nd, which is the final day of MSC 2025. Lots of action to look forward to and to expect. My goodness, I can't believe that it's already gotten to this point for MSC. It feels like it was literally just yesterday where we crowned Team Vitality again, but now we have to talk about what's going to happen here in Group A. It's going to be absolutely chaotic. And I think every one of us had a similar reaction when the Group A group was shown. We were just like, what the heck happened at the draw? At the draw.
I'm just going to say, it's not my fault.
Yeah,
nobody's fault. Nobody's fault was that one. It was all RNG. It's just fate.
And it just happened. This is how MSC ended up getting drawn. But later today, there is a match to look forward to alongside all the matches. But of course, we have our Saudi National Bank match of the day between 2 teams who I learned today have actually been longtime scrim partners in Onic ID and CFU Gaming.
Yeah, that's interesting because we got word, they were scrimming for a couple years since, I think, 2023.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be their first time actually facing off internationally because, as we know, Onic Indonesia was not part of the most recent international M6. And CFU, I think, was a quite impressive team back in M6. So the fact that they've been scrimming together, I can't wait to see what they have in store for us.
I think it's interesting, right? Because when you are looking to come to these internationals, a lot of people are going to be thinking we are competitors. We don't want to be giving over strats to our opponents. But at the same time, building relations is extremely key because one of the biggest problems that we saw last year for EWC is once we get deeper into the tournament, people are running out of scrim partners. People are leaving, they're flying back. So who else can you play with other than the people you have to play in the grand finals?
Yeah. Again, that's going to be our match of the day for later in the day. But we have to start things off with our first match. Team Liquid Philippines, hailed as one of the titans of MLBB, will be going up against a team that literally had to go through a blackout to qualify for MSC, to become champions in their regions. But before that, let's talk about Team Liquid.
Team Liquid, for those that have just watched MLB Esports is going to know all these names, this team. If you got a glimpse at their championship run over in MPL Philippines, you saw how impressive of a grand final it was. By the way, those guns are impressive because I know Sanford's been working out, man. Like, he's been in the gym, and to see it in the rollout for the roster here, you're seeing the improvements, man. So maybe that transfers to the gameplay. I don't know. Can he get any better, though, in the XP lane?
Jeez, you can still see it from here. God,
He's
these boys,
jacked.
They are jacked, and I
One was a wild card champion, right?
I mean, if we're going on a technicality, but it's Ultra Legend CFU